Hi guys, William Alk here. Welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? So it's Monday night and I'm just doing a bit of a round trip, going back to what is becoming my favourite cafe, Bainton Stop. So I've gone out from Driffield and I'm going towards Hornsea, although it's actually raining at the moment, although it's meant to clear within, well, it's meant to be cleared by now. And looking at the sky, it's kind of clearing to my left, which is good, but got a little bit of it's not really wet in the road yet, although it's damp. It's kind of spoiling these corners a little bit because it's a bit greasy, it's not very good. It's grey over there, but we're going kind of that way, hopefully. So yeah, didn't do anything on the bike last week. I was away in Germany with work, which was a good experience. And then, just got back, did a couple of days at work. Again, weather wasn't brilliant to go out and bike. And the weekend was atrocious for weather. So today's meant to be the only kind of dry day. And then it's going to showery rain for the next few days, but then hopefully Friday, Saturday will be okay. We will see. So I've been having a little bit of a dilemma about the Picos trip that I'm going on. I've just put some new Michelin Road 6s on this bike, KTM. It's the bike I plan to take to the Picos. But there's just a niggling little bit that they do a little bit of off-road. And it looks really nice. And I wouldn't mind doing it, but it's also quite tricky, I think. It's a bit loose rock and pebbles. There's a few people have been on it and not made it and come off. Yeah, I don't want to be doing all that. So the options are, just go as I am on the Road 6s and not bother, because you can do a detour. I reckon half of the pack will do a detour. Or I could take my Tenere and go on my Tenere. But then I've not got the proper luggage for my Tenere. I've only just really got a top box for it. So, this is the best bike to go touring on, the Tenere. Yeah, it's better for the off-road. Because I just don't like taking this bike off-road. I've spoken about it before, I find it I don't know, it's too big and heavy, even though there's not much difference. There's only about 30 kilograms in the weight, but it makes a massive difference. The Tenere is a little bit easier, but my off-road skills aren't brilliant. So, just a bit windy about it. And the other option is, well, even if I go on the Tenere, because my STRs that are on there are a little bit low, I would have to get some more tyres. So the other option is to buy some more STRs for this, take the 6s off, do the Picos on the STRs, and then put the 6s back on after. And that's quite a bit of faffing for a couple of hours off-roading. But it depends how, if all the groups kind of going off-road, I'm going to feel a little bit left out. Now, I do know the Peaky Biker, or Bry, he's going on the same trip as me, I'm pretty much sure. So a question for you, Bry. Are you doing the off-road bit? Bearing in mind, you'll be going on your GS, I suppose. I just don't really know what to do. But if I go and I don't do the off-road and I kind of regret it, yeah, like a big indecisive girl's blouse. I was watching another video the other day from Mr. Fish. He did the Picos last year, I think it was, maybe 2 years ago with Richie. Because I'm going with Richie Reader with Wild Bad Touring, and he did it okay, but it looked a little bit tricky the first bit, but he's a lot better at off-roading than I am again. So I don't know, I really don't know. just when I have done off-roading, it's been quite rocky and pebbly. It just doesn't feel safe for me. It's like it's always pulling on your front wheel and on your back wheel as well, but it just, you're all over the place. Some people like that. I'm not sure I do. So yeah, it's a big decision. So if anyone would like to leave me comments of what I should do I do the off-road section, bearing in mind I'm going to have to buy tyres if I do it, and we're going in about 6 weeks, and I've only just bought tyres for this, so I have to take them off and replace them. I mean, a friend just said to me, well, when you ride down to Portsmouth, get a tyre place down there, replace them, and then when you come back, pick them back up, put them on your top box and away you're home. Yeah, it's an idea. It's not really my preferred choice. It seems a bit of a faff. If I were going to put some different tyres on, then I would just do them up here and suffer the consequences of a little bit of mileage down to Portsmouth. I know Richie and a lot of his friends put on the, I think it's Dunlop Trail Attack or something. I've always used the STRs on a couple of my bikes, and I thought they were alright. Great as a road tyre, but again, I don't plan on doing a lot of off-road on this bike. It was mainly for the Tenere, but I just haven't had the practicing, and you know, I've only got a few weeks to go, so I don't know if I could get the full practicing. But what you can do is you can do like half off-road, because apparently you can come from the far side and you can come up to the cable car and it's not as bad. It's just if you come from the one side, and I don't know which it is or where it is, it goes up quite steep and rocky and twists and turns, and like I say, a few people have fallen off before, and I just don't want to fall off my KTM. Partly because, you know, I have said on other videos, I have a real problem with my right knee. I'm waiting for a knee replacement, and I can't walk far. It really hinders that. When I'm on the bike, just, you know, normal riding, it's absolutely fine because you don't do anything with it. You sit on your ass, and I can stand up a little bit because I'm not putting as much pressure on it. You know, you've got suspension and everything. Getting on and off the bikes, it's tricky, but it's easy enough. But once I'm on a bike, it's like driving a car. Once you're there in car, it's simple. So, you know, if I come off and then I've got to start lifting back up and stuff like that, it's really not good for my knee. And I'm really lucky that I can get out on my bike and in the car, because if I couldn't do them, I would really be miffed off for myself, because I go places and I can't walk. You know, I can walk about 100 yards and then my knee really hurts. First 50 yards are normally not too bad, and you feel, oh yeah, I can do something, and then they're not. Like I was in Germany last week with work, and we went to the Mercedes Museum in Stuttgart, and I wanted to see the 190E, which I took some pictures of. I'll see if I can put them up. And it was brilliant, but I think it was 6 or 7 levels. I literally went to the top to start, which you got to do, and then I got the lift down to the second floor where the 190s were, and then went straight down to the cafe, and I struggled to get round like the one floor. I had to keep stopping and leaning on something and looking at something and sitting down and stuff. You know, the actual walking from the coach to the museum itself, not far. If anyone's been, it's opposite Stuttgart Football Club, and you know, you say it's just across the road. It's probably actually a quarter of a mile, which for me is a lot of walking. So yeah, I've got that to contend with. So off-roading on gentle stuff's not too bad for me knee, but I don't really want to do something that's way out of my league and end up falling off or hurting my knee or anything anymore. That's why, you know, when I've said before, I don't know whether off-roading's for me, and I've bought the Tenere to do that. Yeah, it's not not necessarily that it's not just for me, it's the elements as well until I get a new knee. So I don't really know, I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to end up going on the KTM and enjoying the tour for what it is, doing the skip round when they do the off-road bit. So we're doing a bit of a round trip, Hornsea, back towards Beverley area, and then Beverley to past Cherry Burton and Leven and London, all that way back to Bainton. Like I say, I've kind of had the rain. It's stopped now, it's just not spits. It's kind of going the other way, but it looks nicer over there where I'm going. But I just had to get out, yeah, work stuff and everything sometimes gets a bit heavy, and it's just a de-stress for a few days. And now, like I say, I've been out on it for at least a week or so. Yep, so we're just coming into Hornsea, but I'm not going into Hornsea, I'm turning right and going back out of it. So a nice little round trip there, up out of Driffield towards Beeford, and then Beeford to Skipsea to Hornsea, and Hornsea back to Leven on to Beverley, and then the back road past Lackenfield or whatever, Lund to Bainton. Now in Bainton, and we'll be stopping at Bainton Stop for a skinny latte. Nice little just a head blast on the bike. Any cobwebs and the like. Another night, another frothy coffee. Bainton Stop's getting a bit of a regular. Like I said before, it is very close to my house. It's always good to stop for one on the way home. I can go home and have my tea now, although I should have a coffee after my tea, not before my tea. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up as normal, which is subscribe, like, and click the notification. So all I've left to say is ciao for now and wheelie milk out. Bye bye.